Good evening and welcome in to the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies Awesome Healers Training Tele Summit presented to you by the Mystic Lotus Academy. We've had 1,500 graduates in the span of just 1.5 years. And how did that happen? Well, this industry is one of the most rapidly growing ones and is valued at close to $1 trillion. The medical industry's importance is undeniable. However, more and more people are turning to alternative practices to complement the same. And so many are making careers out of it. Many tele summits have grown in the last decade or so, and it is our pride and joy to have the world's only healers training tele summit, where our intention is, 1, you know what's available, 2, you know what's calling out to you, and of course, how healing has completely transformed lives. For example, you will be meeting a speaker who came back from being declared dead. You'll be meeting experts who communicate with source energy almost daily, speakers who have found their calling here despite successful corporate careers. And today, you will be meeting someone whose work is about speed and simplicity. She is owner and sharer of the world's fastest, simplest, easiest manifestation technology, the Decrees, a 5D language of light where shifts take place in seconds. You know how deep and very complete healing takes place from anywhere between 8 months to 3 years, and hey, sometimes half a lifetime. But with the Decrees, it takes seconds, minutes, weeks, and just a few months. And wait for it. On today's call, you are going to become the 1-minute alchemist yourself. Okay, admit it. Now you're wondering, alchemist? Really? In 1 minute? What? How? Let's find out from the expert herself, shall we? She is a regular speaker and guest on the world's most prestigious healing tele summits like From Heartache to Joy and New Wealth Revolution. Indian Bollywood superstar Vidya Balan has gone on record to say she is the world's best healer. And today, on the auspicious occasion of Guru Purnima, acknowledging that all of us have learned from someone or the other, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for and join me in giving a warm Mystic Lotus welcome to a teacher we all know, and those who don't will get to know, someone I learn from constantly, the one, the only, Nidhu Kapoor in the house. Hi, Nidhu.
Hi, Neelu. Hi, everybody, and thank you so much. It is indeed a very sacred and auspicious day. So let's put our palms together as I tell you how big this is, especially for us here in India. In the Adi Yogi tradition, today is the day that Lord Shivji started teaching his brand of yoga. In Buddhism, today is the day that Lord Buddha gave his first ever sermon. In Jainism, today is the day that Lord Mahavira became a guru. In the Hindu studies and scriptures, today is Sage Ved Vyasa's birthday. Sage Ved Vyasa is the author of the Mahabharata, India's epic where on the battlefield, the song of the Lord, the Gita, was shared. He's also the author of the Brahma Sutras, which is a very complex, very advanced spiritual text, multi other texts. But most of all, without him, the Vedas would not have gotten edited into parts that would have made it easy for us to study. And 2, without him, the rich heritage of India, which has to do with the Guru Shishya Parampara, the tradition of teacher and student, would not have happened. Salutations to all of them. Salutations, love, respect, gratitude, trust, faith, surrender. Because without the qualities of humility, no learning is possible. Salutations, love, and respect to the first teachers we've ever had, our parents and our family. Salutations, love, and respect to the teachers we've had in school. Salutations, love, and respect to the teachers we've had out of school. Salutations, love, and respect to the biggest school we are all on and in, Earth. Salutations, love, and respect to the biggest teacher of all, two of them. There's Google and there's life. And of course, none of these would have any value without the salutations, love, and respect to the biggest student of all, the human mind. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve. This is something I'm going to say very often. Those of y'all who've worked with me, even been on a couple of calls with me, know that the one thing I will say and keep saying is, please have some water.
Thank you for that, Nidhu. And what a lovely way to actually start today's call with the gratitude to all teachers. And not just as you covered every possible category, which basically covers everybody. So thank you so much for that. And a huge shout out to everybody who's put in. You're here from Mumbai, from Bangalore, from chapter. You're here from all over India and abroad. It is lovely to have you all here. So people, and I want yeses. You can give me your yeses on your video. You can give me your yeses on the Telegram group. Are you ready to begin? Give me a yes, even one yes. And we have Gwen from San Diego, and I'm getting yeses. Thank you. Are you ready to experience the world's fastest healing modality? Yes. Fantastic. Are you ready to experience the world's simplest healing modality? Yes. I'm going to combine a few words here right now. Are you ready for the swiftest, simplest, easiest, call it all the adjectives associated with these words, healing modality in the world? Give me a yes. All your yeses are in. Awesome. Crucial question. Are you ready to become the 1 minute alchemist? Are you ready? Getting yeses. Superb. Love it. Love that. And Nidhu, people, there's alchemy, all right? And there's 1 minute. Excuse me. Hello. What is going on? Well, who's going to explain that to us? Very simple. The expert herself, Nidhu. 1 second, alchemy. What's going on? Tell us what's happening. I have a few things to share, but I'm going to bring it up a little later. One of which was, like I said, that 45 minutes of panic I just went through before the call started. And sorry, I can see people with raised hands. Sushma, Babita, iPhone, please put your queries in the Telegram group. That's where we'll pick up your questions from, and we'll have them in segments. Nidhu, take it away.
So I know when you say 1 minute, 1 second, by the way, we're going to go to 1 second after 1 minute. When we say 1 minute, it doesn't sound believable. It doesn't sound plausible. 1 minute. What do you know takes place in 1 minute? Even a mother who's telling her child 1 minute is not 1 minute. Right? And there's that joke, right? That a girl's I'm going to be dressed in a minute is the same as a guy's I'll be home in a minute. Like a minute, 60 seconds is actually a very, very long time. And from the time the decrees have been around, which is the last 4 years, this sense of speed, movement, shifts, results, the speed of everything that's happening to us, the way that we are healing, the way that we are moving, the way that we are bouncing is just, again, I know, a little unbelievable. And when I say 1 minute, it's 1 minute to even understand. It's 1 minute to apply it. It's 1 minute to gauge the result. And I want you to try something right now before I tell you a little bit more. So we've got some yeses, right?
Lots of yeses.
Awesome. Awesome. Love it. You'll have me at yes. That energy is such an upward energy, right? It's an uplifting energy. It's a light energy. Now I'm going to give you 2 decrees. A decree is a statement. A decree is a cosmic command. A decree is divine instruction. A decree is something that goes to work for you immediately. So when I ask you to say this decree, and I just want you to say this decree 3 times and just see if you can sense anything. And the decree is, I can't wait to learn the 1 minute alchemy. So 3 times, let's say it. I can't wait to learn 1 minute alchemy.
The 1 minute alchemy.
I can't wait to learn the 1 minute alchemy.
1 minute alchemy.
I can't wait to learn the 1 minute.
I can't wait to learn the 1 minute alchemy.
Give it 1 second. And by the way, saying it 3 times is barely a minute. And just check. Is something happening in your belly? Is something happening in your chest? Is something happening in your lower belly? Have a sip of water, because water integrates and assimilates, shifts rapidly. I'm going to give you the next one, which is, I can't wait to become a 1 minute alchemist. 3 times. I can't wait to become.
I can't wait to become
a 1 minute alchemist.
A 1 minute alchemist.
I can't wait to become a 1 minute alchemist.
A 1 minute alchemist.
I can't wait to become a 1 minute.
I can't wait to become alchemist. A 1 minute alchemist.
Tell me how it's making you feel. Are you sighing? Is your mind feeling more alert? Are you feeling thirstier? By the way, please have a sip of water. Are you feeling more energized? Are you feeling more enthusiastic? Tell me what's happening.
All right. So Gwen, first of all, has said even 60 seconds is too long. Your work takes lesser time.
Which you all will see for yourself in the 1 second alchemy. Right. We'll get there.
And Jenny says excitement. Kulpreet says big sigh. Shelter says feeling enthusiastic. Romlin says calm. Radha says feeling centered. Mandy says enthusiastic with butterflies. I'm going to add into what Mandy said right now. It's with the first, it was like, you're at the beginning of the roller coaster and it's going to start building up and speeding up. And with the second statement, you've like gone halfway, you're at the top and you're like, okay, that the breath and the thrill of, going down. So that's what happened with me. NX Synergy says energetic. Gwen says happy, excited, energized, enthusiastic.
Fantastic.
Everyone's eager, excited, enthusiastic, and feeling expansion as well.
Basically, you just experienced alchemy for yourself, because alchemy is the way to make everything better, brighter, lighter, tangibly. 5 minutes back, you said yes. We're happy to be here. We want to be here. We're excited about being here. How is it now? Like there's something else taking place, right? Ladies and gentlemen, you've just been alchemized, because the thing with alchemy is that it's supposed to work on everything. Alchemy dates back to about 2,000 years. And the original alchemists were the mother and father of chemistry and physics. 2,000 years back, what they really wanted was, one, they wanted something that would make lead being a base, dense metal, which was around in quite a lot of amounts. They wanted something that would convert this more or less useless, poisonous substance into the best and the highest, which is gold, of which there was not very much. Number two, they wanted to find a solution to disease. 2,000 years back, right? Western medicine is about 200 years old. And while chakra systems and other forms of esoteric mystical sciences have been around for a long time, no, not right now, thank you, have been around for a long time, point is it's been around for a long time, but science didn't have access to this kind of medical shift as we do today. The third thing they wanted was the holy grail of immortality, which of course has been one of our greatest races from the beginning of time. They, as scientists, and scientists are very logical people, right? They're data driven. So they came up with this logical solution. And they said that if we can find this magical substance, we can find a miraculous substance that we can add everywhere, this then, whether it's a gas, whether it's a solid, whether it's a liquid, this then is going to make sure that we can turn lead into gold. And once we know that, the other two are just a matter of time. And they call this the Philosopher's Stone. And the Philosopher's Stone has been the first of the Harry Potter series. J.K. Rowling brought in the Philosopher's Stone in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone because in Harry Potter, the story is about, the one who shall not be named. And clearly, I need no water. Everybody, please join me. Cheers.
Yes.
So Voldemort, this evil villain, had been weakened and put into almost spirit form by Harry Potter's mother, who was trying to save Harry. And Voldemort was looking for the Philosopher's Stone. And then, of course, Harry Potter and his friends found it first. Many beasts and dungeons were uncovered, but ultimately, the Philosopher's Stone was in Hogwarts. Ladies and gentlemen, Hogwarts, which is something we use lightly because it is copyrighted by Warner Brothers, but Hogwarts is the school for magic. It's the school for wizards. And at the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies, our Mystic Lotus Academy, our Tele Summit, we are calling it the Hogwarts for healers, although we technically do not have the right to do this. So Warner Brothers, I have noticed your copyright and we're maintaining it. I just want to say the Hogwarts for healers had a principal called Albus Dumbledore. And Albus Dumbledore decided that the Philosopher's Stone was too dangerous to be available to any time of humanity. And so the Philosopher's Stone was destroyed, which is in keeping with the fact that nobody ever really discovered the Philosopher's Stone. And in 2,000 years, chemistry was born, physics was born. The search for the Philosopher's Stone started fading away, and the understanding of alchemy started becoming something that could have tangible, has to be tangible, magical, miraculous results. Let me ask you this. When I say lead, what comes to your mind? Like what is lead? When you think of lead, like a lead pipe, what do you think when I say lead? What crosses your mind? Like, what's your immediate association with the word lead?
So Kailash says heavy. Gwen says get the lead out. Kulpreet says pencil. Joanne says poison. Raman says solid. Dominic again says pencil. Barbara says heavy and dense. Vas says metal. Poison coming in again. Durga says, and Durga, hi. She also joins us from Mumbai, sorry. She says black, brittle stone. And that's what I'm getting. Dense, metal, heavy, pencil, black, ugly, dangerous.
Correct. And of course, important because of its role in pencils. But at the same time, if we apply lead, the sense of lead into our lives, these are the words we would come up with. Heavy, dense, low, dark, gray, stress, illness, disease, pressure, scared. These are lead in our life. These are the things that make us feel tight. They make us feel heavy. They make us feel small. They make us feel like we're on the ground. They don't let us feel like we could soar, like we could fly. They don't let us feel like our boat could float and our balloon could be out there. Now, when I say gold, what comes to your mind?
And while I wait for people to answer, two things. Rich, as in because gold is so richness and abundance, prosperity.
Yes.
And because we've been talking heavy and this thing, gold is, even though it's a heavy metal, as compared to lead, it is instantly lighter.
Isn't it? Can you see how they are diametrically opposite? And what the original scientists were really trying to do? Let's take a look if some of these words of gold are some of the words that you have said as well.
In fact, let me quickly tell you, Gwen says light, valuable, soft. Nisha says precious. Dominic says gold medal first place. And then Kela says Lakshmi Ma. Anjali says shine, light, precious, glittery, abundance, noble metal, rich and expensive, precious, and jewelry. So yes.
Fantastic. The difference and the discernible difference between lead and gold is very obvious to us. Yes? All of these? Light, lightness, positivity, smiles, brightness, clarity, purity, radiant. Of course, wealth, prosperity, abundance, or as Vandana, a decree practitioner likes to say, abundance of prosperity. I want you to look at one of the words I have used here. One of those words is smiles. Each and every one of us has made somebody or the other smile in our lives. Somebody or the other has made us smile as well. Right? Whether you did this with flowers, whether you did this with love, attention, food, chocolate, because chocolate is separate from food, cake, which is also separate. Whether you did this with healing, sharing, caring, sympathy, empathy, homeopathy, whatever it is that you used as your philosopher's stone, you have made somebody's day better for sure. Maybe somebody's week, month, and life as well. And the point of that is that we are all alchemists, right? As alchemists, we know that when we've made somebody smile or we've made them feel better and we've changed their lead to gold, something happens for us as well. Yes? In the giving, we receive. In the doing, we also get. In the empowering, we are empowered. And that feeling is a feeling of And I want you to try this particular decree, and I want you to try it with both hands. And you're going to pat yourself on the back, and you're going to say, good job, and you're going to take your name. Like, good job, Nidhu, well done. Good job, Neelu, well done. Good job, Mona, well done. You're going to take your own name as a third person, and you're going to say it 3 times. Go on. Good job,
Neelu, well done. Good job, Neelu, well done. Good job, Neelu, well done.
Have some water. How did that make you feel?
Super nice.
Nice.
Super nice. Yeah. Super nice.
Nice, right? Maybe even the first time you may have done it for yourself. Because I know most of us are not going around addressing ourselves by our own name. How did you feel when you said, good job, your name, well done? And how you felt will reveal 2 things. 1, how comfortable you are to receive, and how comfortable you are to give. Like, some of us would rather that we pat somebody else's back and say, good job, Urvashi, well done. Good job, Urvashi, well done. Good job, Urvashi, well done. But this secret happiness we have, where I don't want to be immodest, and I don't want to be a show off, and I don't want to pat my own back. But one secret joy we all have when we are able to do something for somebody else and their gold is obvious. Right? There's no fun doing it for somebody whose lead stays lead, right? That negative, cribby, crabby, whining person, and all of us know one person like that. Like, it's no fun to do it for them, right? Because the lead is not becoming gold. But when you do it for somebody and you see the gold, like Gwen spoke about how this person came who is not having enough energy, and they applied some basic work, and she was up on her feet and completely energized. Lead became gold. Such joy, right? When Gwen shared it on the group as well, there was so much palpable joy in that post. Clearly, this is something we would all like. Whether we're willing to do this or not, this joy we all want. Therefore, if you can become an alchemist that makes it happen in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute, how many more people are you going to be able to give and receive in the giving? In 1 minute, you will be able to make sure that 1, you are getting your own little joy. There's the joy of seeing the gold. 2, you have enough time to also work with a few more people. The more people you're able to work with, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family, whether it's earth, whether it's your pets, whether it's your plants, because the decrees work on everything, everyone, anytime, anywhere, every time, everywhere. Wherever it is that you want to apply it, obviously, nobody is happy with 1 award and 1 reward. So it's not that, in June 1967, I turned this person's lead to gold and I'm okay with just doing that much. We want that secret joy. We want the good job well done, even if it's inside. And that good job well done, people, you're going to get today, because you are going to leave becoming a 1-minute alchemist. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glass, bring it to your lips, and have 2 glasses of water if you can, or as much as possible, while I introduce you to the first technical term I heard on this journey. And that term was SUD. Hang on. SUD subjective unit of distress. Subjective means that you might like chocolate, I might not. Subjective means it's unique to you. Two people in pain do not experience pain the same way. Pain is pain, but two people in pain do not experience it the same way. Two people in joy do not experience it the same way. Two people in love do not experience it the same way. And therefore, the subjective unit of distress is applicable even under the same situation. What that means is, think of what you're dealing with right now. When I say dealing with, something you have to handle, something you have to manage, something that feels like a challenge, something that feels like a crisis. Now, for each one of y'all, you will have a particular story. Maybe for one of y'all, it's your job. For one of y'all, it's your child. For one of y'all, it's your house. For one of y'all, it's your bank balance. Whatever is the umbrella category, the SUD, I want you to check for the distress, for the stress, because whatever it is you're dealing with will become stress in the body. If you're dealing with it over and over a long period of time, it'll become even more stress in the body. So everybody, on a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is not at all and 10 is very high, please check your level of stress or distress, unhappiness, suffering, if you prefer these words. Just check what your number is.
And normally, I know that sometimes Nidhu, you say it's okay, just keep the number with you in your mind. But we have our expert listeners here as well. We already have everybody giving their numbers in.
That is so cool. That is so cool. All right.
So, yeah, a lot of numbers have come in.
Lots of numbers.
Yes.
I want you to do the most basic number decree. And the most basic number decree is, let us say your number is 7 and somebody else's number is 5. You will count backwards from 7 to 0 slowly. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The one who's at a 5 will count backwards from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It takes barely 10 to 12 seconds, even lesser, to say this backwards. Once you've said it backwards, you're going to take a sip of water. Actually, as much water as you can. And check your SUD. What was it before? What is it now? Also check which of your body parts reacted. Did your breath get calmer? Did your mind feel quieter? Did your shoulders come down? Did you have a yawn? Did you have a burp? Did you have a cough? Did your ear pop? Did you feel a little tingling, vibration? Did you feel a little shivering? Check what happened when you counted backwards and what was the number you started with and what is the number now.
Okay, this is phenomenal. And before giving you the results, there are people here from Pune. Hello to Pune. And there is Jean here from New Jersey. Hello to New Jersey.
Hi, New Jersey.
And so here are the numbers, Nidhu. Suddenly, Lena is at 0. Kailash is at 0 with calmer thoughts. Gwen has gone from 3 to 0 and her solar plexus has relaxed. Then there is Bhairavi who said there are burps. And Shelter says shoulders and yawn from beyond 10 to 7. And there's tingling for Dali. Jasmita says there is an ache in the head. Amrita says yawned as well. Andita has yawned, is calmer. And Dani or Danny, however that is pronounced, my apologies, is down to a 2 and is feeling more helpful and light. Down from 9 to 2, may I add that, please? And NX Synergy says, tingling on my brain. Priya says, goosebumps. Barbara has gone from 6 to 3. Vas has gone from 6 to 0. Jean, who's from New Jersey, has gone from 7 to 0. And Dr. Sheila is at 2 and is calm.
I was waiting for Nidhu to finish because every time she was saying 0, we have a 0 dance, which is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. For those of y'all who didn't get to 0, have another sip of water. Wherever is your new number, let us say from 7, somebody went from beyond a 10 to a 7. Now that you've come to 7, count backwards again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Have that sip of water and check. It took y'all less than a minute to know you have to count backwards. It took y'all less than a minute to count backwards. It took y'all less than a minute to see the shifts. Imagine with practice, you will be doing this like in 20 seconds. You'll be doing this like in 30 seconds. Not to be confused with the 1 second alchemy, which you're going to experience on the call today. In the 1 minute alchemy, you have seen the shift for yourself. And now I want to show you what can happen when you do this with somebody else. So on our team, by the way, my entire team they're all 1 minute alchemists. They're not interested in being practitioners, but they were very happy to be a proxy to show y'all how this takes place in 4 steps, only 4 steps. And Nidhu and Shilpa are going to do this very quick demonstration. Should be over in max 2 minutes. And then if 2 of y'all would like to volunteer and come up and try it on the call, please do. If you want to spend a little more time, like I said, right? It's unbelievable. Like, what's the thing that happens in 1 minute? What do you know that happens in 1 minute? So you may need some time to assimilate and integrate, but we're back tomorrow as well. So if not today, we can do our demo with y'all tomorrow. But if you're ready, if 2 of y'all are ready, come along. And Nidhu,
yes.
Shilpa.
Hey, Shilpa.
Take it away.
And before we start, Prajakta, Jasmeeta, Magical Monica, Anandita, if you're raising your hand because you want to volunteer, thank you, but put it in the group. We'll pick 2 people randomly from there. Hey, Shilpa.
Hi, Shilpa.
You're on mute.
Sorry, hi.
Hi. So this is normally the other way around. So Nidhu, I'm going to take a moment of everybody's time and Shilpa, tilt the camera a little bit, please, for your head getting started. All right.
I spotlighted both of us.
Yes, I can see that. Thank you. And this is for everybody's demonstration for you to see how this is done. Right now, I am playing the role of the practitioner, and it's 4 steps. And Shilpa is playing the role of my client or my customer. So this is how it would go. Shilpa, I hope do you have some water with you? And I hope it's turbocharged. And in case you likely do not know what turbocharged is, it is water that you take and you charge for yourself by saying, yes, I am healthy and wealthier now at the top 3 times. And on the side 3 times, swirl it and sip it. And people, obviously, Shilpa knows what the water is, but this is what you would do to explain it as well. So Shilpa, your turbocharged water, please have it as much as comfortable for you. Recommended is at least half a cup. All right, and Shilpa, would you please check on a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is not at all, 10 is the maximum. What is your stress level right now? And if you're comfortable to share the number with us, please do, please keep it in mind.
6, Nilu.
6. All right. What you need to do now is count backwards from 6 to 0. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Sorry, Shilpa, count it out loud.
Loud. All right.
You can do it in the mind, but it's always better to just say it out loud.
Okay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay. Have some turbocharged water again. And I saw a visible sky, but we will wait. And take another sip if you'd like and check where you're at right now.
Nilu, I'm at 1.
Phenomenal. Very nice. Very nice. Really nice. And would you like to go from 1 to 0?
Yeah, by all means.
You know what you have to do. Take a sip of
Yes.
water.
Again.
Yes. Always good to have water. And just count backwards from 1 to 0.
1, 0.
Say it again if you'd like. You know, because the gap just somehow feels a little less, right? Too little. So say it one more time. Say it one more time.
1, 0.
And okay, sip water. And I don't even think I need to ask you, but I'm going to ask you, sip some water and let us know where your rating is at.
I can't do the 0 dance as well as Nidhu dance.
No one can do it as well as
Zero. 0. 4 2 ka 1. My name is not Lakhan. My name is not Lakhan. The 4 steps are as simple as ask the person to have water as much as possible. What is the SUD of what they are dealing with? Count backwards to 0. Check the SUD, have your next sip of water. If required, count backwards again. And huge thank yous to Shilpa. Thank you to Nilu. Here's your poster showing you how it's done. It's going to be on the Telegram group as well. It's definitely going to be part of your email when it comes to you. Take a look at it. And the 2 volunteers who have requested, let's bring you on. For the sake of brevity, for the sake of the fact that we would like everybody to see how simple this is, for anybody who is having a long story, I'm dealing with this, you know, like that letter sometimes women will write to their husbands in the army, you know, this boy got into trouble, then I had to go to the principal, now they are threatening expulsion, the ceiling is leaking, the landlord has increased the rent, I don't know what to do with your mother, she's not eating properly, my foot has been swollen. Apart from that, everything is okay. So if you have this big story, bring it down to the level of stress. Yes? Which are our 2 volunteers? Let's bring them on.
Plenty of people in. Quick reminder for everybody, especially for all who've joined us for the first time, and we do any kind of demonstration where you come in, anything. We love having you on video. So please have your video on. Meenal, you did say yes, but I'm not seeing your video on. Danny, you've said yes. Where are you? Is your video on? Okay, and Danny, I'm unable to find you. I don't know if there's another name that you've come in with. Okay, Deborah, are you here on video? Let's see.
And while Nilu's doing that, there is one basic courtesy step that I have not made into a step, and which is that if you're going to be speaking to somebody you don't know, first say hi. Take their name and say hi. Like Nidhu did it even though she knows Shilpa. She said hi.
All right, I'm moving forward to, okay, Meenal, you're on now. All right, come, let's get you on.
Hi, Meenal.
And Danny, still not finding you. Okay, your name is Danielle. All right. Is your video on, Danielle? Danny, and I'm sending you a request to unmute. Hello.
Hi.
Hi! Oh my goodness!
Oh my God, this is so cool. Meena, Daniel, not Daniel, Danny.
Danielle, whichever.
Okay.
Hi!
Hi. Hi. So first, Meena will do it with you, and then you, Danny, are going to do it with Meena. Yes? You all know the 4 steps? It's also posted on Telegram. Yes?
Yeah.
Take it away. Take it away.
Okay.
Go ahead, Meena.
Okay. Hi, Danny.
Hi, Meena. It's so nice to meet you. Hi.
You got a lovely smile there. And I love the dimples as well. So, Danny, can you get some water?
Yes.
And all right. And do you know how to turbocharge the water? So it's simple. You just say, I am healthier and wealthier now 3 times at the top of the water and on the sides as well.
And do I drink from it?
Lovely. So there you go. Yeah, you can sip some water as much as you're comfortable. Okay. So what would you rate your stress level at right now? What would you rate it from 0 to 10? How would you rate your stress level right now from on the scale of 0 to 10?
Like a 5? Feeling
All
kind of
right.
like a 5?
All right. So can you sip a little water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you start counting backwards from 5 to 0 aloud?
Mm-hmm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Wow.
Ooh.
Can you sip some water again?
Wow, yeah. Absolutely. Wow.
And now can you check your level again? What would you rate yourself now?
A 0. It feels like a 0.
Let's zero dance. 0, 0.
4, 2, 1, 0, 0. Well done. Well done. Good job. Good job. Good job, Meena. Good job. Well done. Good job, Daniel. Well done. Good job. Good job. People on our Zoom chat, when I say people, I meant my team. On our Zoom chat, I would just like you to please put in I would like you to put a Hall of Fame. Please put Meena's name there, number 1.
Yeah.
Whether or not she can make it tomorrow, she has to get her certificate. So we're going to get her full name. She's definitely going to get it. Fantastic, Meena. I want to say that 1, you did remember to say hi. You asked her to drink the water. You were also very, very friendly. You were approachable. You wanted very much that Daniel feel better. So I don't know if you're already practicing something, but you would be an amazing practitioner because you are a people's person.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel, I'm feeling so happy.
Good job, well done. And that's what we want, right? Now imagine there's Daniel and there is thousands other people, right? How much good we can feel. There is the joy, there is the result and the shift that's happening for somebody else. But at the end of the day, whatever it is that we do in our work, we want to sleep satisfied and contented. And Meena, you are going to sleep so well today.
Absolutely.
So everybody, please congratulate Meena. Congratulations, Meena. You are now a 1 minute alchemist.
Thank you.
All right. Now, 30-second break. Everybody, please hydrate because we're going to reverse. Now, Daniel is going to do this with Meena.
In fact, Nidhu,
Yeah.
just very quickly, congratulations had started to pour in for Meenal and Danny from before you had asked.
Superb.
And from Radha to Gwen to Amrita to Durga, everyone's written in. Both of you have such beautiful smiles. You made our day just shining bright on the screen. So all these messages of love and brightness have poured in for both of you.
Fantastic. Fantastic. You know, I feel like I'm tom-tomming what is like a home thing, but I'm telling you, there are beautiful people everywhere. Beautiful people show up on Tele Summits. Of course, extraordinarily beautiful people show up on Healing Tele Summits, right? Because only some are attracted to this. But on the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies Tele Summits, there is always this outpouring of love and care and share and support. And it's just, it's family. So, I didn't have to say it. I said it, but I didn't have to say it. Already, Meenal was being acknowledged. Already, Daniel was being acknowledged. So everybody, I thank you all so much for who you are. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making the time. And thank you so much for, in your own way, letting Meenal and Daniel know, good job, well done. Good job, well done.
Thank you.
Daniel, take it away, my girl.
Hi, Meena. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm good. So good to see you. I love your smile.
I love you exude this sense of like tranquility. I don't know if you've been told that, but tranquility at its core.
Thank you.
So, do you have any water have you had a glass of water with you?
Yes, I just got some.
Oh, I like the glass as well too. The silver, it's very beautiful. Have you been able to charge it up with your I am healthy and I am wealthy now?
I just do it right away.
Okay. I invite you to take a sip of it and welcome that into your body.
Thank you.
And how would you describe your SUD? Where do you find yourself at that from a 0 to 10 right now?
So I find myself at a 7.
Okay. So would you like to count backwards from 7 to 0?
Okay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And where do you find yourself now?
I find myself now maybe at 3.
Okay. Would you like to drink some more water? sort of integrate that. And then would you like to count back from 3 to 0? Does that feel great for you?
Yes. So 3, 2, 1, 0. Zero.
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 Zero, 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 zero. And could you see? It just wasn't Meena. There was also Daniel. There's this joy that's taking place, right? Lead is getting converted to gold. Gold is getting converted to more gold. No matter what, alchemy makes everything better, lighter, brighter, gold. Excellent, excellent. Very well done. Very well done, Daniel, Meena. Yes, good job. Well done. Good job, Daniel. Well done. Good job, Meena. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. People, please, in the Hall of Fame, please also put Daniel's name in there. You all are the first 2 people to get the certificate, which we will tell you more about that as we go on. But please carry on, my lovelies, and continue to use this, because we're going to the next part of the 1 Minute Alchemist. Thank you. Stay hydrated. Now that we have made place, as in we've done this bunch of clearings, I want to tell you that anytime you attend somebody's demo, Shilpa's demo, Meenal's demo, Daniel's demo, something known as borrowing benefits takes place. That's the second technical term I would like you to know. And both of these terms I learned from Gary Craig, the founder of EFT. It just blew my mind, which is basically that in the presence of shifts, you too will shift. In the presence of alchemy, you too will be alchemized. That when it is taking place, something for you is also taking place. It may not be the same thing, because remember, everything is subjective. What you're dealing with is unique to you, because only you know how much it pains you. Only you know how it gives you happiness. But at the same time, whatever it is, when you are in the company of others going through this, you too will have either lead turning to gold or gold turning to more gold. And now that everybody shifted this, right? Everybody's breathing a little better. Everybody's shoulders are a little bit down. Everybody's a little calmer. There is now some space in our container. If there is space in our container, we've got to fill it before our mind will fill it with any other kind of chatter. Because our mind is programmed for that. The brain is programmed for negativity, because over countless centuries, we learned that if we keep preparing ourselves for the worst, then maybe we'll have a fighting chance to survive and live and win. So our program is by default negativity. So when you have cleared space, you know how it is, right? Like you clear your fridge and you feel so good, right? You feel so light. You feel like you've been set free. You feel so relieved. And then 2 days later, you open the fridge and it's looking like the same thing. Like other stuff has come and become new clutter in the fridge. But what we are going to do is, you've let gone of stuff in the refrigerator, in your cupboard, like you let go of a pair of shoes. We want to quickly bring in the next nicer Jimmy Choo pair. Who's ready?
Always.
And before that, can we all please agree that you have just experienced the simplest, fastest, quickest, speediest, simplest, fastest, easiest thing to ever do. What you are knowing today, you can share with your friends, you can share with your family, you can use it for your children, you can use it for your pets, you can use it for your parents, because not all families are open to how much you could help them. You know, tribes have their own centuries of DNA programming. And listen, don't tell us what to do. This lineage has gone on because we have maintained certain belief systems and certain practices and certain rituals. So, but use it. Use it. Feel free to use it. Call it the number decrees. Use it. Let's bring in some stuff. What would you like? What would you like to bring in? What Jimmy Choo, Manalo Blahnik?
Salvatore Ferragamo. Is that?
Yes. I'm sure they do shoes as well, because I think most designers have gone to shoes,
Yeah.
handbags.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time before they do lipstick and nail polish along with it. Absolutely. So
They do amazing perfumes as well.
Perfumes as well, yeah. So what do you want to bring in this space? How would you like to alchemize what you want? What do you want? What do you want? Tell me.
Nidhu, first of all, lots of yeses have come in. And there are two questions that have come in. So I know we have the Q&A segment a little later, but these are questions relevant to right now also. You mentioned you can use it with your pets.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I know, I mean, I can answer this, but they haven't come to listen to me answer this. They want the answer from you. So please tell everybody how to use it with your pet.
So the way that you would use it with your pet, you would take your pet's name, whatever your pet is dealing with, you will have an intuitive SUD. You need the SUD. We're working with numbers. You need the SUD. Although there is one way you don't need the SUD, but that's later. Right now, because you have just started, you know how it is, right? The first time you start learning the alphabet and you start making words and you start making a language, that's not the time that you want to be doing abbreviations. So right now, since you're just starting, you want to make sure that you're using the technology. It's a technology, not a technique, completely. So what you would say is, let us say that your pet's name is Dr. Livingston. Sorry, give me a name, Nidhu. What do you say?
I was just going to say Rover because it's very common.
So it's Rover. So let us say Rover's distress. Count backwards to 0. Whatever you have sensed is Rover's distress. You'll have a number. You count backwards to 0. You have water. Check the number. Count backwards to 0 till it is 0. Have some more water. Watch the magic in seconds, minutes, max in a day. Just watch the magic. Okay. So, but this is a good thing. How can this work, right? Because you and me and my neighbor and your neighbor, we are all part of the grid. In the grid, when I shift something inside, the grid picks it up completely because of my breath, my porous skin, and the messages in my auric field. So the moment I have said this, the universe picks up on my new reality, because that is the power of language. Words come true. Words make worlds. So the universe immediately picks up on that and something gets into motion. You know, it's your thinking, I want some money, what can I do to get some money? And you do this work. And your friend calls you up and say, hey, I was on LinkedIn and I was looking for a graphic designer, and guess what? Your name popped up and you haven't met this person for like 13 years. Like that, things will start falling into place. Tell me, what do you want?
Well, you've actually said it. You said money. A lot of people have said money, but there are other things as well. Prajakta says money and peace. Kailash says new home in the country. Dolly says joy and abundance. Christine says financial freedom. Lotus says money, a house to help my sister. Mandy says abundance. Sherilyn says work. Guy says financial windfall. What I'm seeing is finance, abundance, joy, peace, to live a life of abundance. That's the maximum that's coming out that I can see, which is, money, abundance, joy.
Let's go with money. Let's go with wealth. Like somebody has said house, right? Now, house, so the SUD for what you want to receive has only one gentle tweak. You see, we were here just now. We finished 1 minute alchemy for clearing. We did lead to gold. Yes, you saw Mimel's gold. You saw Daniel's gold. We went from lead to gold. Now we're going from gold to gold. Because when you do attraction work, all of us have something of what we want more of. Something. Whether it's that one penny or that $100, whether it's that rented house you're living in, we all have something of the thing we already want. Yes? Everybody's with me on this one?
Yes.
Raise your hand on the chat so I can see it. Superb. Superb. So on a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is not at all and 10 is very high where we want to go, how much do you have what you want more of? And alchemy, alchemist, science, logic, data, observation, logically logical. When I am clearing, I go to 0. When I'm attracting, I go to 10. Wherever you are, count upwards to 10. If you're at 3, and again, little slowly, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have your sip of water. By the way, it's the same 4 steps. Have your sip of water, check your SUD, take it to 10, check your SUD, have another sip of water. It is the same 4 steps. And Nidhu will show you in writing. When it's in writing, then it's confirmed.
I'm waiting for people to. Okay, Amrita says didn't get this one. So if you just want to run it through once more, because it can get, because we're also used to working with the high number being the not great number and having to bring it down. So reversing it sometimes takes a moment. So Nidhu, do you just want to run this for everybody again?
But she has to let me know what she's not understood.
Okay, Amrita, you said didn't get this one. With which?
But which step did you not get? Because you can drink as much water as possible. Check SUD of what you want to attract, which is the SUD of how much you already have, and you can count forwards to 10 out loud and have water and check SUD again. So tell me what you've not understood.
She's not understood how to check SUD.
Okay. So SUD is a scale from 0 to 10, and quite a few practices use SUDs. Most of them use 1 to 10, but I have always loved the 0 to 10. And so we use 0 to 10. And of course, as you just saw with our previous demonstration, we need the 0 anyway. So 0 to 10, where 0 is not at all, and 10 is very high. So let us say you want money. Now you have some money, but you want more. How much money do you have on a scale of 0 to 10? Like, how much do you think it is? Because I will tell you all this, my lovelies. The amount of money doesn't make a difference to how much you think you have or want. Somebody with 1,000 in their bank account could be saying, I'm 8 on 10. And somebody with 10,000 in the bank account could be saying, I'm 2 on 10. So the amount of money doesn't make a difference. It's how you are seeing this. That my sense of money is 2 on 10. My sense of money is 6 on 10. My sense of money is 9 on 10. Whatever that number is, you want to take it to 10.
And some responses have come in, Nidhu. For example, Anandita has gone from 2 to 10. Gwen has gone from 3 to 7.
Fantastic.
And
you will take
yes.
you will take your sip of water. Cheers.
And in fact, here I want to share with everybody, Nidhu, is the one thing that I am familiar with the decrees. I'm a fairly lazy practitioner of it, but it's my go-to for everything. But even this, this entire 1 minute thing, Nidhu, when Nidhu mentioned it to me also, to us also, I was like, it was already fast. Now it can't go to 1 minute. That's just not possible. But I saw the results firsthand for myself. And I have to tell you this, that in fact, when we did like a practice session or a demonstration between ourselves, we actually did do some money. And I went from 5 to 8, 5 to I think 6.5, and then from 6.5 to 8. And I sensed the resistance that was happening. It would have gone to 10 easily otherwise. That much I knew. So a realization that came in is that there's a certain resistance. It's there. It's palpable. I was not being able to pinpoint it, but even getting to 8 was good the first time around. And then Nidhu said, keep your eyes open for the next 24 hours. And let me tell you, people, that within 24 hours, I got a beautiful gift. And much as one does not, put a price on gifts, this one is priceless for sure. But I know for a fact that it is in value about 1 lakh of rupees.
Fantastic.
So that is what happened.
Yeah, 100,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So the way that we work with money, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. It is like Nidhu said, right? Some resistance came up. So for you to take a look at that resistance, and after that, because that resistance was there, Nidhu wanted to honor that. We didn't go to a 10, but even then, even with that much, I said, check. In minutes, in hours, in 24 hours, words become reality. Words come true. Language creates your life. The decrees created the fastest. There is nothing faster. And when you all experience the 1 second alchemy, I'm jumping.
Yes.
I'm so tempted to show you right now. Not sure.
Your excitement is showing. And in fact, I think when you said this once before also, Gwen has written in also, you're teasing us later.
Sorry. So hang in there. You got to experience the 1 second alchemy. Now that you all have done the clearing alchemy, 1 minute. Receiving alchemy, 1 minute. I want you to tell me what has been your biggest philosopher's stone. Like when you apply things for your loved ones or for those that you work with, whom you also love in a different kind of way. So whether it is with family or with clients, what is the one thing that you use as a philosopher's stone?
While we wait.
Yeah, we wait for a couple of seconds.
We wait for people. Sherlyn, however, has written in Nidhu that she's confused. She's written, how will I know if my SUD has increased? Like, will I get more money or is it a feeling?
Neil, will you make a note of this?
Yes. And Dolly has also asked a question because we're waiting for people to write in. That's why I'm bringing the question in. She's asking, can we do this for others without letting them know about it?
To a very limited extent, because the desire to do it for others without letting them know means you're okay to interfere with somebody's free will, which means that your free will be impacted as well. It's an unhealthy boundary to to assume you know better than somebody else, no matter what their state of suffering. As much as possible, please wait for a request. The exceptions are babies, infirm people, people on ventilators or wheelchairs or paralysis that does not allow them to make these requests healthily, pets, plants, earth, sky. They are the exceptions. But if they're fully functioning adults, then some introspection is required.
I do understand where Dolly is also coming from, because everybody can experience firsthand right now what's happening, like 1 minute, and then that desire to want to do it for everybody.
Correct. Correct.
So,
and I'm going to come there, including with the question that was asked. You're going to see perfectly normal desire, because the first thing we want to do is share it with our family and then with our friends. Like we want to tell everybody, you got to try this. Hey, you got to try this. Have you tried this? What you can do is ask them if they're okay, if you will do it for them. But at the same time, because especially if they've not attended the call, the simplicity of the work does not let you completely appreciate the power of what's taking place. Because the awareness that starts building in, right? Like when Nidhu gave it, that at 6.5 till the 8, that resistance, you got to be aware of that resistance. When we are not aware, we can get very upset. I don't know what this is. I don't know what they're doing. Many, many years back, a friend of mine wanted to join the healing arts. She was chatting with me about it. And then one night, I had gone to bed, normal, regular time. And I think I woke up at around 12:45. And I was up, and I was living in a 150-year-old bungalow. So sometimes these little nudges I would sense. So I said, okay, what is going on? Wide awake. I put the light on. 1:30, 3:30, 4:30. I'm wide awake. Next morning, my friend sends me a text saying we were practicing energy work, and I thought that it would be amazing if I did something for you. Her heart is in the right place, but I have lost a night of sleep. Zombie the next day. So I said, no, please. I love you dearly. You thought of me, and I know that you thought of me in a good way, that you wanted me to receive something, but you have to ask my permission. I will always say yes, but you have to ask my permission.
And Nidhu, you asked everybody about what their philosopher's stone is, so to speak. So Romlan said prayer, Deepti says satisfaction, Deborah says connection to source, and Bas says karma. Lotus says make sure that they get the situation changed immediately and a very happy result. Nisha says I forgive and seek forgiveness each time for radiating the wrong thoughts. And Romlan also says my philosopher's stone is being in divinity, communing with divinity within. And Anindita has said she's feeling very nice. It's a great feeling, and she's thanked you and me for the energies. So thank you, Anindita. And there is just looking at Rajaka says philosopher's stone is being perfect in personal and professional life. And and there are quite a few questions. So if you like, I can bring them up, or we can just hold them for a little later.
Hold them. Because ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the one philosopher's stone that all of us know is a philosopher's stone. We try and use it. It is in a little bit of, slightly short supply, but we seek it, we want it. And that philosopher's stone is love. right? Love changes everything. Somebody mentioned forgiveness. Somebody mentioned connection to source. There's also trying to stay positive. There's love instantly makes lead gold, right? Which is why, right? Women, men, that we will be with somebody that it doesn't make sense to be with. We will not look at the fact that they are of a certain status or of a certain body type. Like, love just brings in its own philosopher's stone energy. At the same time, best-selling author Sophie Monroe said, the most outstanding organ is the brain, because it begins working at birth 24/7, 365 until it falls in love. So basically, when you are working with love energies, or when you are proactively going to be bringing in love energies, you're going to have to be a little mindful. This is lead, right? It's not, but this is lead, right? Right? And this is the love energy. And when the love energy is coming, and love is a little higher because it's lighter, and lead is a little lower because it's heavier, and this is coming, and it'll start, it will start dislodging stuff. It will start making you feel all kinds of things, because the movement is taking place. And where is the movement taking place? The movement is taking place in our mind, in our head, in our body. We are going to feel it, because love is not a mental thing, right? It's a physical thing. It's visceral. Love has the power to make us think that we don't even need food and sleep, that we can just spend nights drinking in from our lover's eyes, that we can just live on poetry and fresh air and sunshine. And so love does things to us. And this movement means that when we use the philosopher's stone of love, heads up, love decree is coming up. First time ever, when you use the love decree, you know, your boat can feel a little shaky. Your balloon can hesitate. Shall I not? What is going on? You can have both reactions, a sense of discomfort because you're not used to love. You've not had too much love in your life. You've wanted it, you've needed it, you've begged for it, you've asked for it. It hasn't happened. Therefore, you're habituated to not knowing what to do when a lot can show up. Right? It's like if you have eaten pizza your whole life, then I introduce you to a burger, something's going to happen to the belly, right?
Right.
So that difference, and some of your comfortable, making you feel amazing, making you feel like gold, both of y'all are going to do the opposite. If something distressing comes up, you're going to count backwards to 0. Just count backwards to 0. If something amazing comes up, you are going to count forward to 10. Is the principle clear, my lovelies? Little science we need. Alchemy is a science. Alchemy is a mother and father of science. But in science, we have biology as well. A little bit of that as well is from alchemy, because what the body does is nothing short of alchemy. Yes, everybody's understood? If we don't like something, we will just check SUD. We will have sip of water. We will count backwards to 0. If we like something, we will have a sip of water. We will count forward to 10. Yes?
Okay, yeses are in, and Suparna actually said, please repeat, but you were already repeating by then.
Okay,
So
so
that's
I
taken
hope
care
it's
of.
clear. Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready.
Your world is going to change. Things are never going to be the same again. You are never going to be satisfied with the fear and control-based 3D world. You will want the world of angels. You will want heaven. You will want more. You will want to go to 5D. You will want to walk through the portal. You will not want to stay here. Your world is going to change. When I say, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
You always have me at yes. No going back. There is no turning back.
And all the yeses are also in the group, Nidhu. Big
Awesome.
yeses, small
Awesome.
caps, all caps, exclamations, symbols, emojis, everything in. Fire,
Fantastic.
everything.
I can't wait for Telegram and WhatsApp to give us options to underline as well. Underline and put color as well, like color font and underlined as well. Because that's the response I want. When I ask such a big question, it is a big thing, my darlings. 1 minute alchemist. Is everybody a 1 minute alchemist now?
Yes. It started at the beginning of the call itself.
4 steps, 1 minute alchemist. And now, alchemist and then love alchemist. It can feel a bit much. It can be a bit much temporarily. And you know what to do. If it doesn't feel great, have your sip of water, have more than a sip of water, count backwards to 0, take a couple minutes off. If it feels amazing and you can handle more, have a sip, have another sip of water, count to 10, handle more. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about the body part that is carrying your maximum stress, anger, hatred, rage, consciousness. Consciousness, whole body is carrying consciousness. The part of you that makes you feel the most self-conscious. The part of you want to change. The part of you that you want to hide. And give me a part. Because like the number decree, like it took a little while, right? To go to the next level of the 1 minute alchemist. Like that, there are 6 levels to the love decree. So you want to start very tiny. You want to spend time practicing. There are 3 levels, by the way, to the number decrees.
And people have written in, Nidhu. So Deborah says second chakra, Christine says stomach, Nisha says shoulder and heart, Radha says belly, Gwen says belly. Radha and Gwen, you're sitting side by side? Just wondering, because we came back to back. Linda says stomach, Jyoti says whole body, Vash says mindset, Kailash says knee, Jeshma says thoughts, Sharon says stomach, Mona heart and hand, Shelja stomach, Lata neck, abdomen by Deborah again. Dominic says my thoughts, so my brain is what he's written. Meenal says lower belly. Tadrupa says stomach and thighs. Yeah, Jasmita also says brain, thoughts. Torso, belly, hair, stomach, brain, shoulders, belly, heart, legs, stuff. Basically, we've covered all body parts with everyone.
And primarily, it is the belly. Yes?
Started with belly and the combination of brain and thoughts also popped up.
Got it. Now here's the thing about the decrees I didn't tell you all. All decrees are the statement and therefore can be applied to whatever it is you're going through. I'm going to go with the belly for a particular reason. I'm just going to quickly tell you that reason. But when I give it for the belly and you repeat it with me, and by the way, right now, we will only repeat it once because you want to see how much love you can receive. You know, I have to tell you this. In the test group, we have had reactions. It has not been the easiest. You know, It's like the kindness of strangers. Like it can make you weep, right? It can make you cry. Like it can make you sob, because your sense of gratitude for somebody who has shown you that love, who has shown you that care can come up. And at the same time, the kindness of a stranger can be, wow, the universe is really looking after me, man. I got this. So you can have very diametrically opposite reactions, even if you are sitting next to each other. So when I give the decree, and it does not match what you have mentioned, and you are mentioning another body part, because I'm going to do it for the belly, you give it for your body part. You use it for that body part. Ready?
Ready, whenever you are.
Everybody, have as much water as you can. Please go to the washroom as much as you can. You know, I have this joke. I say to everybody when I meet them, when I meet a fresh group for the first time. So when I was doing my on-ground work, been some time, been 6 years, I think. When I was doing my on-ground work, because wanting to go to the washroom, yawning, sighing, wanting to lie down, wanting to go to sleep, these are great signs of that healing is taking place. So every time somebody would say, excuse me, I got to go to the washroom, we would all clap. Yay! They're going to the washroom. Please go to the washroom. If I could see you going to the washroom, I would have applauded. I would have asked everybody to applaud as well. I can't see that. But please go to the washroom as often as you need. And please just keep drinking the water. The belly, the digestive system, the metabolic rate, all of this could be in fluctuation right now. Like you could be feeling distended, bloated, heavy, can't understand why, lethargic. Of course, where we are, we have the monsoons. This weather is also, you want to curl up with love, with your book, under a blanket. You want to look out. You want to sip on a hot cup of tea. In case it's not the monsoons where you are, you could still be feeling like this, because in the next 2 weeks, Jupiter is going retrograde. Saturn is already retrograde. And retrograde is a time when a planet can feel a little challenging to us. What a planet does, what a planet handles. Jupiter handles quite a bit of digestion. Saturn is a big, heavy planet. Jupiter is another big, heavy planet. Between Saturn and Jupiter, there are our galaxy's heaviest, weightiest planets. When both go retrograde, the body behaves a certain way. So you could be already sensing these symptoms, because a lot of y'all are very sensitive. I mean, awesome. It's awesome. And without knowing that this is happening, you could be experiencing the fact that tummy is feeling a little off, I'm eating lesser, but still my body is feeling funny. I'm going for my walks, I'm going to the gym, but it feels like I'm not shedding, I'm not feeling as slim. It feels like some more is piling on. All of this could be taking place. And I want you to keep an eye out for what we're going to do around the body a little later. But right now, I'm going to go for belly. Receive the love. The decree is, I love you, my belly. Say it only one time. Seems like it's a little okay. Say it one more time. I love you, my belly. For some of us, the word belly doesn't make too much sense. We want to use the word stomach. We want to use the word abdomen. Use the word, because love is a separate language, but we cannot speak it in Chinese. Use the word that you like to use for that body part. I love you, my stomach. I love you, my abdomen. I love you, my upper abdomen. Whatever it is, I love you, my solar plexus. Whatever you use for this part. And have a sip of water. Tell me how you're doing.
Radha has immediately written, she's like, ooh, feels so tight now. Kulpreet's written, big air moving. And Gwen has written, receiving the love, I love you, my belly. Nisha has written, feeling blessed to be a part of this entire conversation, this Tele Summit. Joanne says, tingles, and Sheldra says, shivers and tears.
So we have a myriad of reactions. Right? So we got to go very gentle. Even though what we really want is love, and we want lots of love, and then we want some more love, and then we want all the things that love brings: safety, protection, trust, faith, knowing that no matter what, we will always have a shoulder to rest our head on, knowing that no matter what, if we are to lean back, we will be caught. The relationship with love, and I've seen my lovelies, even though I've worked with those who will show up to say, I want a partner, I want to get married, I want to attract a soulmate, but the clarity on love does not exist. You want a relationship with somebody who you understand, as in, and I'm not saying human person, what I'm saying is that when you become an engineer, you cannot become an engineer because you want to become an engineer. You become an engineer because you want to become an engineer and you study engineering. You want love? You got to study love. The numbers and love decrees work together because there are so many reactions to love. So you need to know immediately what has to be done next. I've got tears. Feel sad. I'm overwhelmed. Why has it taken so long for this love to find me? Why have I had to not get it from parents, from boyfriends, from girlfriends, from bosses? Why have I had to wait this long? It's breaking my heart to receive this love now. And on the other hand, my God, I've been waiting for you, dude, and there you are. I want more. So you want to be able to do this practice of love, number decree, because that will make you the 1 minute alchemist even better. So everybody who's already trying to do it, you're trying to remember, you're trying to count backwards, you're trying to count forward, congratulations. Congratulations, you are a 1 minute alchemist now. Have water, give the love decree, release discomfort to 0, increase comfort to 10. Good job, well done. Drink your next glass of water. 1 minute alchemist. Thank you.
And just to let people know, that's not the ending of the call. That was not the fight. That was not the curtain call.
Not at all.
That you just did. Right?
Yes, not at all.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm keeping it slow. I'm going to give you another love decree tomorrow. Numbers, you got to get used to working with numbers before you work with the next set of number decrees. So number decrees, we will stay as it is. We will keep practicing with the 0 to 10 or the 10 to 0. But I'm going to give you another love decree tomorrow. I'm going to give you one for money. And I'm going to give you one for getting your next best whatever. Car, house, whatever. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow, correct.
Simulate all of this. But there's more. There's more coming, because here is where I ask the very important question, provided, Nilu, you can let me know that everybody's got this. You're on top of this. That you cannot believe how much love just entered your system and has completely changed what even took place 1.5 hours before that. You thought the number decrees were changing your life. They have. And now the love decrees have come in. Nothing is ever going to be the same again.
Right. And, just basis of everybody's responses, like Smita has written smooth and light, Amrita said she's yawning. Har Sangeet said it to the legs, and she says that the legs are better. Angelia says feeling light. Sunita says full, need to go to the washroom. I hope you have, Sunita.
Yeah, please.
Yes. And Vasas feels cool and movement slightly felt light. It's a gentle massage. And Lotus writes, I want love. I love you all. And I love my body. I love me, me, me. And Gwen is get love, want more. And Lena says, brilliant, love it. And yes, so just looking at what people have written in says that yes, they have gotten it. There is a feel for it. There is almost a certain amount of I have the hang of it. Good. But Dawn, yes, same time tomorrow. We're still on here right now, so hang on. It's not the end of the call.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is where you are going to let me know who wants to be the boss of this.
Who? Tell me who.
Tell me who.
Yeah,
who?
And not about yeah. It's and the dogs can stay inside. Don't have to let them out. Just say your yes.
Absolutely.
Did I just encroach on somebody's dog name? Sorry.
Who wants to be the boss of this? 3 sets of number decrees, 6 sets of love decrees, one of which has 12 options. It's a bit. Can you imagine the fun we're going to have? I am not going to be telling you how. I just want to know who wants to be the boss of this. Who wants to be the queen, king, owner? I can say owner. I'm the owner, so I can say owner. Owner of the 1 minute alchemy and the 1 minute alchemist.
Well, everybody. Fantastic. Everyone's hands are up. The yeses are pouring in. I've lost track of the name.
I'll always have me at a yes. Fantastic. We're going to take a exactly 1.5 minute break. Grab something to eat because you're going to receive the 1 second alchemy. You're going to experience it, my darlings, because the 1 second alchemy is a secret. It's a secret that only some of y'all are going to get to know. But y'all are going to experience it when we come back. I'm so happy, and I see somebody's chewing. Excellent, superb, and she's shown us a thumbs up as well. Very good, very good. I forgot to prepare you all, I don't know, but perhaps Nishi may have prepared you all to always keep a little bit of crunchy munchy today, tomorrow, day after. Also, we're going to have a call. It is going to be a shorter call. It's going to be a simpler call. Eat something salty, eat something sugary, have your water, go to the washroom. 1.5 minutes. We are right back.
I'm also going to put myself on mute and Okay, people, we are at 1.5 minutes, but we'll just wait for Nidhu to come in. If you have any queries, do post them. We'll try and address them on the call itself or definitely after the call. I hope everyone's had water, had something to munch, use the washroom if you had to.
And adjusted lip gloss also if you had to.
I have my lipstick permanently next to me.
You are an expert at this, Ma.
Thank you.
By the way, Nidhu used to host, she used to MC, she's been a choreographer, she's been a model, she's been a dancer. Nidhu is very comfortable with stage. She knows exactly what needs to be done. One of my biggest joys when I'm back home is watching Nidhu or my mother dress up. My mother in her, well, she doesn't wear them anymore, but in her pearls and her chiffon, and Nidhu in the way that she will just, you know how it is, right? Some people can just do it. Like I've had to teach myself. Like I learned eyeliner only some time back. Like only like some years back, I learned how to apply eyeliner. But Nidhu will do it randomly, walking around the room and chatting, and it's just so peaceful. Like 4 colors have been merged perfectly. Like she's just okay, my lovelies. So I'm taking it for granted that everybody has said that you want to be the boss of this. There are 2 kinds of bosses. Because there are 2 stages in the healing journey. And therefore, there are 2 kinds of healings, 2 kinds of healers, and 2 kinds of clients. To know where you are on the healing journey is important, because then you will know what to do next. Should I take this up? Should I invest in this? Or should I invest in that? So 2 kinds of bosses, and you're going to see which kind of boss you are right now. The journey is this. It's not a very well laid out road, never is, but it is a well-worn path. And the journey has a gate in front. The 2 stages of the healing journey are before this gate and after this gate. Go ahead, Nidhu. So well-worn path and very nice. We're not stumbling around, we're not falling apart. When we begin on the journey is not the day that we sign up to work with somebody. It is the day that we get interested in our horoscope. It is the day that we discover Linda Goodman. It is the day that you get fascinated by the fact that you're a Sagittarius, that you're a Leo. And from there, this thing starts growing. Maybe you discover numerology. Oh, I'm a 2 person, I'm a 5 person. Oh, my life path, I must calculate my life path. What is my karma number? Or you could be an Enneagram person. I am a 2 Enneagram, I am a 3 Enneagram. Maybe you discover archetypes. I'm an orphan archetype. I'm the hero archetype. I'm the warrior archetype. The journey begins with you starting to have slightly advanced definitions of you. Meaning, some definitions you have. My name is so-and-so, my mother's name is so-and-so, my father's name is so-and-so, my house is in so-and-so, I went to so-and-so school, I've graduated from so-and-so. Some definitions you have, but these other ones, these other definitions begin. And when these other definitions begin, around the same time, and if you look back, you will see how close by they are, around the same time, a realization also occurs of what it is that you want. Maybe what you want is to leave your house. Maybe what you want is a boyfriend. Maybe what you want is 10 boyfriends. Maybe what you want is 10 girlfriends. Nidhu, is everything okay? Because our picture moved away.
Yes, I had to change. Then everybody would have seen my settings. I just stopped screen there for a split second. Sorry about that. It'll just be back up.
I was just so wondering if everything is okay. So everything is. Thank you, Pat. What was I saying? Yeah, realization. The realization that I want this. Now, when I say realization, it's not a very active realization. You just start living like that. I'd rather spend time with my friends. I'd rather spend time in the library. I would rather spend time in college. I would rather spend time painting. A self-definition begins. And this self-definition starts becoming bigger. Where I am so and so, I want so and so. I am so and so and so has happened to me. The bad touch has happened to me, cheating has happened to me, betrayal has happened to me. Your story starts growing bigger. It's more of the story. There's more of the story. There's more of the story. And when your story starts growing like this, the desire to share your story also starts growing. You want people to know the good things and also the bad things. Because what we share is divided in misery and multiplied in joy. We all want this. We all want somebody to know this happened to us. So the sharing of the story is the first active part on the healing journey. But your healing journey began that day, the day that you got interested in the palmistry, in the face reading, in the zodiac sign, in checking your astrological report every morning. It began there, but your activeness is here in the sharing of the story. Whether you are sharing with a friend, whether you are sharing with family, whether you are sharing with a professional, the healing journey begins with the shifts that take place when you share. However, some of us keep sharing the same story everywhere. Some of us have been saying the same story for a long time. Because if you notice the wheel in the sharing of the story, when the wheel keeps turning, the story also keeps turning. When the wheel keeps turning in the same place, what's going to happen? What happens when a wheel is in one place and you keep turning the ignition?
A lot of churning that happens and you're stuck in that place.
And you're stuck in that place. In the turning of the wheel, when you are turning the same story, the wheel keeps going lower, 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 lower. You are now literally in a rut. Because the story is now gone into the rut. So while I tell you the next thing, very quickly tell me, for those of you all stuck in a rut, how much is your rut? How much is your stuckness? The reason we continue saying the same story over and over and over and over is because we're waiting. We're waiting for something. We're waiting for a result. Whether it's waiting for somebody to change. No, Mom, please don't click on these. Whether we are waiting for somebody to apologize. whether we are waiting for somebody to give us money, whether we are waiting for somebody to validate us, whether we are waiting for somebody to acknowledge us, or whether we are waiting for somebody to acknowledge their wrongness in our life, there is a waiting in the saying of the same story over and over and over. And waiting is an expectation, because you're expecting something to happen, right? You're waiting because you have this expectation. But in that waiting and the expectation, because the story is continuously turning and going deeper and lower and deeper and in the rut, all waiting and expectation never comes to fruition. In this part where we are before the gate, and by the way, nobody can go beyond the gate before going through the beginning of the gate, before reaching the gate. At this point, we are seeker, in bracket student. We are primarily seeker. We are seeking a result, which is why we are outward in, meaning tell me what to do because I want the result. I will stand on one leg for 16 Thursdays, but I want the result. When we are seeking the result, outward practices, divination, horoscopes, palmistry, readings, rune work, all kinds of result-oriented guidance is where we go to. And all of us have done this. None of us are here without ever having met a tarot reader. Tarot is, of course, like Bay, right? None of us are here without at least having come across, if not taken up, some changes and reports of numerology. We're in India. I guarantee everybody has visited a palmist. The external journey of the waiting of the results means also that it is very difficult to take a look at what's going on inside. You did not know till today that in the saying of the same story over and over again, you got into a rut. You didn't know this till today. This is the place where once in a while, I will have my most upset client. I have spent thousands of dollars. I have spent so much time. I have done this for the last 30 years. I have worked with almost everybody you can think of, and then some more. Because in this rut, where you are waiting for the external result without realizing you've fallen into the rut. What's going to happen in a rut, my love? In a rut, we wait for somebody to save us. In a rut, we wait for AA to send their towing car. Everything becomes about the outside. When is my money going to come? When is my child going to go abroad for college? When am I going to get married? The external journey of the outward in invariably gets to a point where it stops. Some results you would have had in the work you have done in your outward journey. You will have, but the results start to break down. The results almost stop. And the reason they do that is because we didn't know, but we know today, that we were sharing the same story. That we were just grooving the path over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And now we have fallen in that rut. We can't even be seen. Only our story is booming out of us and impacting the law of attraction. A story of stress cannot bring you a reward of money. A story of pain cannot bring you a healthy partner. That is not how life works. Outward in, seeker. The seeker, because everything is outside, the seeker is very rarely in touch with their emotions. The This is also the place where most people will show up numb, blank. I can't feel anything. I can't sense anything. Nothing's changing for me. How are everybody else having results? The closer you get to the gate, the more the results start breaking down. Because the seeker is only interested in the results. The seeker only says, just let me know how I'm going to get my $1 million. Don't ask me to take a look at this. I have gone to therapists. I have gone to counselors. I have spoken my story. I have dealt with my story. Why are you in the rut? Close to the gate is where you will recognize old wine in old bottle. Only size of the bottle has become bigger, and that's it. The seeker student has a very important role to play in all of our journeys, and all of us have been here. This is where we start. This is where we go. This is where we must pass through. This is part of our growth, because the seeker is also a student. While we are seeking, the student is picking up stuff. Is picking up stuff. Is collecting data. Is collecting something. And then at the gate, either something life-changing takes place, or you hear something, or you recognize, wow, I've only been looking outside and I've completely forgotten that the law of attraction, which is as within, so without, is applying to me as well. And of course, in this part where we're seeking the result, you also didn't know that you were actually waiting for something. Maybe you know, I'm waiting for my car, I'm waiting for my job, I'm waiting for my money. That you know. But the fact that you have been sharing the same story over and over again, which is signaling to the universe, please give the same story. Please keep sending the same story. So even though your story is, I want the money, I'm doing what I can for the money, but the money is not coming, the money is not coming. And it will not come. When you would have first started your journey, things would have happened, something would have shown up. The more you are the seeker, the student, the more you will see that results are beginning to break down. Here is where you want to enjoy divination. You want to look at divination processes. You want to take a look at somebody saying, from September 30th to December 40th, this is going to happen. You want to know that my Sadhisati is going on. Sadhisati is like a dreaded 7.5 year of a Saturn period that happens for everybody in everybody's charts. The desire for a fixed result means that you are also not going to receive feedback. Because this is, when I said my upset client, when I say we got to go back to the start, we got to go back to where you're sharing your story, because something's left, because something there is making you wait for something here. I don't want to do that. I've already done that. Either I will get 700 lines of an explanation that you should know I've studied this, I have done things, I have understood things, or I will get these raving, ranting notes. But you don't understand, but I know that I want to do the decrees. Why are you asking me to go to another body of work? But the seeker student, I have made something for them in this package. Because the seeker becomes the student, and the student becomes the seeker beyond the gate. Beyond the gate is where you start having the joy of looking inward. You start having the joy of thinking, today I'm angry. I will tell you, in the seeker student here, we get caught in the same story. in the student seeker, which is beyond the gate, we go beyond the story. It's the story behind the story. It's like Mona mentioned this. And I'm going to try and look for that post. Mona spoke about how she realized that one of the things that she was doing has to do with this particular program that's going on with her mother, the story behind the story. And Nidhu, we will move beyond the gate. Behind the student becomes the seeker. The story behind the story. So Priya called me up and she said, can you help me stop my husband from drinking? Very clearly, this side of the gate wants an external result. Not only external result, wants a result for somebody else. So I said, tell me a little bit more. So she mentioned that he goes out with his friends. When he comes back, she can't bear it. She's enraged. When he's back, she wants to kick him. She wants to throw a fuss. She wants to threaten to leave and go back to her mother's house. I said, what about it is the worst? She said, the worst thing about it is the smell. I can't bear that smell. I can't bear it when he comes home smelling like that. And in the deeper work, what does it remind you of? What is the problem with the smell of alcohol? She remembered when she was about 7, in her building, her neighbor, who was a violent alcoholic, had one of his rages, was raising his hand on his wife, and his wife had come to these people's house. And as she was speaking, she said, I'm not being able to speak properly. My lips are shivering, my cheeks are shivering, my jaws are shivering, my hands are shivering. So much fear of that particular memory. Of course, we cleared it. She was on a VIP, which is a 20-minute session. Most of my sessions have very limited times. I do Speedster Lightning, which are 5 minutes. And I do regular Speedsters, which are 10 minutes. And my VIP Speedsters are only 20 minutes. And she was on a VIP Speedster. And of course, we quickly began to clear it. How that child was, one, hearing this man screaming, this alcoholic drunk screaming, and then how there was this moment where when the wife came to their house and they locked the door, this man started coming and banging on the door. And she says, I could smell the alcohol. The story behind the story. Do you want to let this go? Is your husband an alcoholic? No. Is he doing this very often? No. But I can't bear it when he does it because this. Do you want to work on your husband or do you want to let this go? You want to let this go. We let it go. We let it go. By the way, my VIPs are like 15,000, 18,000, $330, $220. And this, when we did for her VIP, she didn't have to visit anybody. But 6 months later, she called me back. Over 6 months, she just now and then would let me know that I'm not regular, but I'm doing it. It is incredible. It is okay that my husband goes out. It's absolutely fine. Sometimes when he comes back, we even have other extracurricular activities. And then 6 months later, she said, it's come back. It's come back. I need another session. I said, because you already know how to use the decrees, because that's also the thing with the decrees, my love. It's so simple. It's so easy that in a session, you will walk away knowing what to do. You will have the tools. Of course, on the group calls and the workshops, you will have the tool, but you will continue your journey. So I said, okay, you've done your VIP. You've been working, even if irregularly. Take only the 10-minuter. Tell me what happened. She says, no, something is happening to me again now when he's coming home after time out with his friends. Let's take a look. Let's go back to that night. What is it now? And in 3 seconds, we'd already given a decree. In 3 seconds, she said, oh, this is my mother's fear. Because she was clinging to her mother's sari. This is my mother's fear. It has come on me. So I am not being able to separate from this mother's fear and my own fear. And in fact, now I'm realizing that my complete panic and my heightened senses were because my mother was trying to be brave for this girl. So her fear was not being processed. So her fear was falling on me. The story behind the story. And of course, 10 minutes is all you need, because 1 minute alchemy, 1 second alchemy. You don't need more time than that. Sort it. It's been more than 1.5 years. She has not called me. It is done. If she had continued in the outward in, what remedies should I take for him? Should I change his name? Should I change his signature? Should I make him join AA? Time, money, bandwidth, energy levels, well-being. The 330 USD, 18,000 for a VIP is because you have to do none of these. You do not have to pay a bigger price for what you're going on, because 1 minute alchemy, 1 second alchemy, everything is so quick. Across the gate, the story behind the story, the seeker has become the student has become the seeker. So it's not that the person here doesn't want more money. It's not that the person on this side of the gate doesn't want the new house, doesn't want the promotion, doesn't have ambition. Not at all. The approach is very different. I'm interested in how I'm feeling. I'm interested in my story. I am enjoying learning about my story. The more I uncover these stories, the easier and better I feel. And then receiving feedback is not such a big problem. There's better breathing. The moment you have better breathing, everything is better. If you can breathe better, if you can focus on breathing better, your health is going to get better. If your health is going to get better, your wealth is guaranteed going to get better. If your health and wealth are getting better, the relationship you attract will also start getting better. This side, because we're doing internal work, breath is internal. So you breathe better and your results just keep growing, 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 growing. Emotional processing is much simpler. For the seeker student, I have package A. For the student seeker, I have package B. And then I have a first class business option for both. Stay with me, my lovelies. I want to tell you, first of all, the fact that you are going to get, everybody on this call today, tomorrow, day after, is going to get 2 gifts. Tomorrow is a workshop. And tomorrow is a certified workshop. You are going to get that certificate. You're going to get onto the call. Oh, yes. So a little bit of a time lag here.
Sorry, apologies.
No
This is what
worries.
you do. You at a certain point, you're so enthralled in the story of it all, you've forgotten that there's some background work you have to do. Okay. As you were mentioning, Nidhu, there are gifts for everybody. Please tell. Are you telling them now, or is it coming up?
I'm telling the one right now, which is tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is everybody's invited to the workshop. Everybody's going to get a certificate. There will be a link during the call. You just have to fill that out so we know the name you want to use, the email where you want us to send the certificate. And this is a sweetheart certificate. I'm going to show it to you. But right now, I want you to know that apart from what everybody's going to get, those who are on package A and package B are also going to get tons of gifts. Let me show you some of them. all of this is going to show up. Okay, remember what I said about Jupiter retrograde? And this is going on with digestion and belly. So I have a 2-week don't put on weight challenge. So I'm not saying you're going to shed weight, because in Jupiter, when Jupiter goes retrograde, and he's going retrograde on July 28th, and about a month before and a month after, it takes us a little time to settle in. In a Jupiter retrograde, it's a little difficult to focus on shedding weight, Jupiter and Saturn. But what we want to do is make sure that the body is not spreading, that the belly is not distending, that you're not putting on more weight. So we're going to have a fun 2 weeks of don't put on weight challenge. And you're going to do this with just the decrees every day from Monday to Friday on the Telegram group. And this is worth 7,700, and it's going to be yours. You are going to get this for yourself. Next, new moon entity removal call. If you have not tried entity removal with the decrees, especially with the number decrees, and now when I take you through how to remove entities with the love decree, my God, please prepare to have your mind absolutely blown. We will take only about an hour, 15 minutes, but you will feel how clean, clear, again, relieved, lighter, brighter, gold you're feeling. And this, again, yours, 5,500 rupees, no charge, because it is already part of your package. Please go next. Potent prosperity call. Oh my God. So potent prosperity calls are money calls. They are dedicated to money on the most auspicious day of money, which is Tritiya in a month. Tritiya is the 3rd day after the new moon. Tritiya is when we do a potent prosperity call. And this time, you're also going to get the potent prosperity spray. Everybody, please close your eyes. Just receive. So I'm also going to do it for our Telegram group. Just receive. For everybody joining us from the north, for everybody joining us from the west, for everybody joining us from the east, for everybody joining us from the south, and for everybody who's on the call, everybody who's on the replay, and everybody on the Telegram group, I just want you to receive some of this prosperity spray. Homemade. And it's so easy and it's so much fun, and you can play with it. And the 5 simple steps to making your own prosperity spray is also coming to you. And this 3,300 USD 49 new moon entity removal call, USD 81, don't put on weight challenge, USD 113. By the way, all of these are things you're already getting. You do not have to pay for them. The Decrease 5D Ascension PDF is worth having, keeping, and going through. They will give you an idea how to work with the decrees, things to watch out for, money messages to watch out for, symptoms of shifts to watch out for, and they will answer some important questions. Why did they get the money? Why did I not get the money? Why did I manifest a bill? The answer is in there. Are we ready for what's happening in the package? Oh yeah, there's free revision. Now, it is possible, it is not confirmed, but it is possible that we will do one more revision about a couple of months later. Whenever there is revision, you will be in at no charge. USD 144, 9,609. You don't have to pay again. You don't even have to pay a fraction. If there is revision, you have a front seat. Private Telegram group, always, because we're a community. What we can do in a group, we cannot do individually. And if you don't have Telegram, I totally get it. But if you do, you want to join the Telegram group. I'm going to have a sip of water. Yes, please go on.
I was just going to remind everybody while you were sipping water that that also is at a value of 6,000 rupees or $88, which again is a bonus for everyone.
Right, because you have direct access to me, at least across weekdays, often on weekends as well. But I like to have everybody take Sunday off. So here you are. All bonuses are worth rupees 33,609, USD 497, and they're going to be yours when you take up package A, which is the foundation course, Saturn's decrees, total number decrees, total love decrees, 6 laws of energy. You know how when you have to study Ayurveda, and Ayurveda is the understanding of the human body as a combination of the 5 elements. And so earth, wind, fire, water, ether, and how a disturbance in that element is what causes illness and disease. Like that, in the category of work that we do, which is energy medicine, word technology, sonic sound vibrations, 6 laws of energy govern what takes place in our lives. These 6 laws of energy, along with the 5 stages of healing, not to be confused with the 2 stages of the healing journey. 5 stages of healing, 6 laws of energy. These are your basic principles to understand how energy works, how healing works. And then, of course, we definitely want our foundation, Saturn's decrees. And the foundation of Saturn's decrees is, you will see when we do our workshop as well, that most of us slip back into Saturn's decrees. And Saturn's decrees is a set of 4 decrees, 1 for clearing, 3 for manifestation, given by Lord Saturn for karma completion. Fantastic for getting out of the rut. Fantastic for opening up the awareness, reaching the gate faster. Superb for emotional processing. We need Saturn's decrees. 5 boss rules of decree grammar. How to use the decrees, because all of these particular sentences, all of y'all have said, I love my belly, but that is not a decree. It is, I love you, my belly. It is good job, name something well done, including to release something. Good job, stress well done will release the stress. The grammar of the decrees is a little different because the decrees are a language by themselves. They are the language of lightness, not light, the language of lightness, the language of brightness, the language of gold. It is the language of ascension. So little understanding of how the decrees work. Why in a poster you will not see a comma in the place you are used to seeing a comma? Why you will not see a word a letter in capital that you're used to seeing a letter in capital. 5 very basic grammar boss rules for the decrees. 5 stages of healing, 3-step manifestation of dream life, application of the decrees, life training with your projects. These we're also going to get a glimpse of in tomorrow's workshop. 3 steps to manifest your life using the number and love decrees, 5 stages of healing, and wait, there's more. There is more coming up. There's more. So this is basically like our syllabus and our curriculum. So we have live practicing on the call, like how you saw Daniel. And I'm so sorry. There was Daniel and Mahi, was it not?
Meenal.
So sorry. Daniel and Meena. Like that, we will have some practice buddy calls. You will buddy up with someone, we will do those calls. And then each one of you all also gets a speedster lightning session. This is a session of 5 minutes. And by now, I'm taking it for granted that everybody has gotten accustomed to the fact that, wow, things can happen in a minute. Things can happen in 30 seconds. Wow, things can happen in 10 seconds, because I'm still going to take you to the 1 second alchemy. Hang on. And the successful completion certificate, oh, please show us the sweetheart of a certificate. This is the certificate of package A. This is not tomorrow's certificate. This is the certificate for package A. This is what you will get. You will get it on email, and it will be so incredible to take a printout and frame it the way that you would like to frame it. Moving very quickly to this particular schedule, because we're beginning on Monday. As in, today's Wednesday, and we're beginning on Monday. 2 Mondays for training. Sorry, 1 Monday, Tuesday for training. Next Monday, Tuesday after that for practice. And that's it. You will then give me your understanding, submit 3 case studies, get your certificate. By the end of July, you have finished and become certified and ready to take this to your family, to your friends, and continue the practice deeper and deeper for yourself. Next. Only because this is something you all can read, because I know when it comes to dates, some of you all need to check your calendars, and all of this is going to be in your replay email. It's going to be on the page link. It's also going to be put up on the Telegram group. Spend your time on it. So you've got a total of 6 calls. You've got a one-on-one session with me. You've got the Don't Put On Weight challenge for 2 weeks. And you've got replays. When there is revision, you will have front row access. You've got your group, you've got your certification, and this is a price of rupees 54,718 and US 799 only. Hang on. But at the same time, I would love it if there were those of y'all who did mention who would pay that much. The only amount you have to pay is, please go for it, is 8,609 and US 129. That's all for package A, but hang on, because package A is also included in package B in case you want to look at package B, because package B has the secret 1 second alchemy. It's a secret. You can use it, but you can't share it. The secret 1 second alchemy is what you can do to charge your posters. It's what you can do to work with 1,000 people simultaneously. Like one remote transmission will take 1 second. You can do it for a group. You can do it individually. It will take 1 second. You can clear the room you're in 1 second. And you're going to experience this because I'm going to show you today. I'm going to do it for you. You have to experience it to believe it. On the call, when we have the call for package B, it will take you 1 second to learn, because it's a 1 second thing. It will take you 1 second to learn. It will take you 2 to 5 minutes to practice, because it's going to be a Zoom call, and you will get certified right there and then to use it for yourself and your business and your practice and your remote sessions. You only will not be able to reveal it to anybody. The revealing is after you become a trainer. So right now, you will know the secret, but you will be a keeper of the secret. People, are we ready to experience the 1 second secret alchemy?
Yes, as always, yes.
And as always, you always have me at the yes. Okay. The first I'm going to do a general one. It'll take me only 1 second. I'm going to go off video. It's going to take me only 1 second. So I'm going to do a general one for everybody, priority being those who are on the call. So first I'm going to do it for you all. And then I'm going to do it for your feet. Because feet is where we move forward, right? Feet is where we will climb out of that rut. Feet is also where we will climb over the gate and go to the other side. So first, for yourselves. Then third, I'm going to clean the room you're in. Is everybody ready? You know what to do.
With some water.
Absolutely.
And also reminding everybody, package B details are still coming up. You're experiencing what it is that you will also be able to do to achieve, empower yourself, do whatever you want. And Nidhu already mentioned a big list of things as well. So this is a taster for you. Thank you so much for that, Nidhu. Please go ahead.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yes.
And the thing is, you see, so easy to do this. Now, I know we've spent quite some time on this call, and thank you very much, my lovelies, but so easy to do because it is only going to take me a second.
Nidhu, you're going off video, so I'll keep the poster, I'll just keep that image on.
Yes. Started, done. Just see wherever you are sensing anything. Doing it for your feet. Done. Please have water. Please eat something if you need to. I am starting for the room you're in. Done. Keep your eyes closed. Please allow yourself to process however long it takes you. When you do open your eyes, first, please make sure that your mouth and lips are hydrated. And then tell me what happened. What did you feel? What showed up? But take your time.
I have to tell you this much, Nidhu, even though I have experienced this before, it is still unbelievable, the 1 second factor of it. It's like you said, starting, and I was about to get up to just like stand for a moment before I could even like start getting done. Second level not reached, done. Third level standing up not reached, done. It's all over before I could even initiate standing up.
Correct. Correct. And it does take a few seconds to completely process it. More than a few seconds. How is everybody? And imagine not 10 minutes, not 5 minutes, not even 2 minutes, 1 minute alchemy, and then 1 second alchemy.
Now, there's just a quick question. I know you said I'm doing it first for everybody here. This is applicable on the replay as well, right? For anybody who's not been here, they'll be able to experience it as well.
Yes, they will. But they would have to, yeah, they will.
Maybe you're still off video?
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Because I can see stuff that's happening in various places.
Right.
Okay. Take a look around. Is a light looking a little different? Is your room looking a little more sharply defined? Did the smell of the air change? Did your breathing become different?
Okay, this is interesting. The Gwen has written that my kitty Pearl is sniffing the air and she herself is feeling so much lighter and she's got that mile-long smile, which is yours, which is she had mentioned in the beginning. And Patty says light-headed yawning. Christine says, so many waves of energy passing through my body. My feet were so warm and tingling and the room is brighter. And she had written this before you'd even asked.
Fantastic.
Joanne says, blissful sensations in head, upper body, and feet. Shelter says pain in the back under the shoulder blade. And Lotus says, I feel tingling energy moving. Kulpreet says, open room. Bash says, brighter, lightness in the air. Christine says, whole body is feeling lighter. Air is crisper, looking more sharper. Danny says, feeling like I'm peeling back layers of my life.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I love the awareness, people. This is great sensitivity. This is amazing. And when you all learn the 1 second alchemy, I promise you, you're going to be like, is Miss Universe like, what? It's this. Because simple, easy, speed we already know. It is right now, only 4 people in the world know it. They're part of my test group. And we have cleared sinuses completely. We have cleared acidity. We have cleared pain for sure. We've also cleared, I think, some pigmentation. Is because what you're going to also be experiencing, Nidhu, is that for today or tomorrow? It's tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, on tomorrow's call, you're going to get the secret 1 second alchemy Botox filler.
That's tomorrow.
As tomorrow.
And for live on call.
And live on call. Meaning when you come on call, before you come on call, you take a photograph of your eyes or the side of the eyes, and then you come. In the work that I do, one of the things that I have is my world famous in Mumbai chakra massage. And there are remote long distance transmissions that I do. And there are quite a few things that I do use. This is one of them. And that we shared for the first time ever on this particular package. And this package is everything in package A, all the bonuses of package A, some more bonuses as well, because in this package, we're also going to be doing 2 extra calls on your digestive process and your thyroid. So there's a thyroid special call that we're going to be doing, where we will use the number decrees, we will use the love decrees, we will use Saturn's decrees, and you will have a replay as well as a sequence of clearings on the replay that you can keep using as medicine and listening to for your digestion, but mostly to make your thyroid better, whether it is hypo or hyper, to make your thyroid better. So you've got this, then you've got a 10-minute speedster. In package A, you have a 5-minute lightning. In package B, you have a 10-minute. And if you take package B, you can use both together. You can use it as 15 minutes. So you have a session as well. And I'm so sorry, just give me 1 second. Something's happened.
I kept moving with the as you were talking, I kept just moving forward so that you would have everything eventually at one place.
I actually don't, because I don't have which is what I was wondering what happened. Okay.
You want me to go back?
No, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. Where package A finishes with the Don't Put On Weight challenge at the end of July, this one will go on for a couple more weeks in August. So we will do a little more practice in August. And we're doing the practice again for our health, for our body, because of Jupiter and Saturn retrograde. We will also make sure that if by the 1st of August, we feel like, okay, this is under control, that Jupiter retrograde, Saturn retrograde, we've gotten our metabolism and our digestion in order, we'll do some money work. But basically, we will continue to do some more work till the 12th of August, because in this package, we also have extra practice calls. Like everything is a little bit more. So your biggest work is, of course, the secret 1 second alchemy, for which you also get a certificate In package B, you have 2 certificates. You have the secret 1 second alchemy certificate, and you have the finishing of level 1 and 2 certificate. It's going to be so much fun. Just try it tomorrow. Just get your Botox done tomorrow. Yeah, go ahead, Nilu. Thank you, Ma. The advantage, the even bigger advantage in package B, the successful healers training, because you know how it is, we practice, we learn, and then we have fear of technology, we have fear of hiring people, we have fear of social media, we have fear of pricing, we have fear of asking to be paid, we have fear of money, we have fear that our assistant will run away with our secrets, we have fear that I will only be able to hire virtual assistants, I will never be able to have somebody because I don't have an office. All kinds of things can come up when we have a practice. And the successful healers training call is to make sure that we have brought all of that down to 0. You bring that to 0 and you just charge ahead. Look at that sweetheart of a poster. The 1 second, yeah. This is the 1 second Keeper of Secrets certificate. You can use it, but you can't reveal it. You'll be so tempted to reveal it, but you can't reveal it. Because when you do your training course to become a trainer, then you can reveal it. But right now you can use it. You can formulate complete programs around just remote work and just do this. It'll get over in 5-10 minutes. And you can have as many people, it doesn't matter. You can have 10,000 people and it will still get over in 15-20 minutes. I will show you how on package B. And this, once you finish package B, is the certificate of completion. Level 1 and level 2, 1 minute alchemist is you. Great job. Well done. How sweet these posters are, right? We spend so much time on these posters. So cute, right? So pretty. Okay. The last on our list, and again, I will leave you all to take a look at this. It's going to be on the page link. It's going to be on the group. You will have your dates. Take a look at those dates. Package B, having all of these Speedster Lightning, replays, revision, private group, 2 certificates, 10 live calls, and biggest thing is the 1 second secret alchemy, revealing in magic. This is priced at $95,218 and US dollars $1,390. And you're going to get it at $18,609 and US dollars $277 only. Can I get a yeah, yes, please?
Yeah, yes. Woohoo, yes, has also come in.
Thank you. That's 80% off, and everything is valid till our call on Friday. After that, it doubles. And package C, oh my God. So package C, ladies and gentlemen, is me welcoming you on board the Decree Flight first class cabin. And over here, what you're going to get is 1 minute instant confidence booster. Like if you know this, there is no shortage of confidence. And it's 1 minute. 1 minute for you to know it, 1 minute for you to apply it. We're going to work on removing the blocks to $100,000 because this has 2 more calls, meaning in package C, which includes package B and C, our total number of calls becomes 12. We're going to work on attracting opportunities. We're going to look at a time which is suitable to you and me, of course, but mostly to you. So for example, our calls right now, the package calls are at 5:30 p.m. IST. Maybe for these, you would prefer that we do them a few hours later, a few hours earlier, but we will decide the time, because in the first class cabin, as you all know, my lovelies, no more than 6 can come. And over here, when we do our calls, as in our 2 exclusive calls, you will also be able to ask for clearings for your family. You can ask me for one thing around your family, and we will do it on the spot, on the call as well. You will have the replay, which means you can also continuously keep accessing that particular clearing. The thing that I've noticed is that while we become practitioners, we do not know some of the basics, right? We get afraid of marketing, we get afraid of tech, we get afraid of social media, and that we're taking care of in package B. But in package C, what you're going to get with the COO of the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies is India's only program packaging specialist. What that means is, if you have something coming up and you run it past him, I guarantee you he will alchemize it. He will take it to the next level. How to put a package together? What makes a package radiant? How do you explain a package? How much time should you be spending on each part of a package? That's Amrish's specialty. Every speaker on our Tele summits will tell you that unless Amrish has said yes or no or tweaked or approved, nothing goes ahead. You are going to get time with him on our group call to go through your package. You can see why we also cannot have more than 6 people here. But if you are serious about your work being put together a certain way, these extra calls are business calls. They are money calls. They are wealth calls. They are opportunity calls. And along with all of that, you're also going to get the Speedster VIP, which means you're going to get the Speedster VIP, you're going to get Speedster Lightning, you're going to get the Speedster, which is the regular Speedster. And you can use all of them together as 35 minutes. You will also get, because it's the first class cabin, you will have your own private Telegram group. You will also have priority communication on the Telegram group, which means whatever has to be shared and posted will first be posted in this group. Who's excited? Who would like to travel first class? Who would like the first class life?
Yes is already in, Nidhu. Way before you asked.
Oh, well, everybody has me at yes. And I want to tell you about this other gift that you're going to get even if you don't take on anything. Oh, I jumped. All of this includes total 12 calls, exclusive business training, priority scheduling of sessions. Oh, I didn't tell you that. Priority scheduling of sessions is that if you cannot find time, one, it will be made, but you also have the option of Fridays and Saturdays, which are normally not open otherwise. 3 Speedster sessions that you can use as one complete Speedster of 35 minutes. All the bonuses that we said. And this total comes to about 4,33,000 and USD 6,318 only. I'm not saying you have to pay, but tell me, my lovelies, tell me, would you pay?
Leela says, I'm in first class all the way.
And it is available on the Mystic Lotus. Awesome! awesome Healers Training Tele Summit for just 1,20,000 and USD 1499 only. Only. I'm going to remind you of these tomorrow. I am also going to show you your second gift. Oh, thank you, my lovelies. Thank you. I'm letting that slide be, my darlings, because everybody has spent a lot of time being here. You've experienced a lot. Yes! So every time we do a training call, and by the way, decree trainings happen only once a year, and they happen only on the Mystic Lotus Awesome Healers Training Tele Summit. And every time they happen, we have a decree notebook and journal. First, tomorrow, oh, so sorry. First, we have tomorrow's call, and tomorrow's call has a rapid recap of everything we did today. Quickly, we will run through it. 5 stages of healing, not to be confused with the 2 stages of the healing journey. 1 more love decree, 3 steps to manifesting mastery, and 1 incredible way to use water for healing. Not that you are not seeing its healing powers, because water is life, water is bay, water is a mover and shaker. But I'm going to show you 1 way to do it tomorrow. It's going to look a little funny, but I'm going to show you how to do it. You're going to get your certificate when you show up on the call. If you can't show up on the call, you will be given a list of very simple 3 to 4 questions that you have to answer. Once you answer them, you get your certificate. But hey, come on the call. I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
And here it is.
The decree workbook. So the decree workbook is because there is no way you can do this course without having your own separate journal, own separate work copybook. And this is how our book looks. What we're going to be sending to you, isn't it amazing? Please take a few seconds. The person who has created this is our in-house creative chief, which is Misbah.
I can't take my eyes off it.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful? So what we are doing, and of course, in order to make sure that you didn't have to pay for shipping, because shipping, especially internationally, is almost twice the cost of the book itself. What we're going to do is that we're sending everybody a downloadable PDF, and you can take a printout. If you have a printer, you know, or you can get to a printer. You're also being given internal pages. And Nilu, please play the video. You can get your book made. This is just being given to you. There is place in the bottom for you to write your name. And this is the inside of the book. And that's it. This is your book. And you will have it. And you have it anyway. Because you see, even for tomorrow's call, you will need a different notebook. How cool, right? Nilu, is everybody in love with it or not?
Absolutely. I don't think I need to even ask anybody.
Okay.
I can already see the responses. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And yeah, the hearts and emojis all over the place again.
Fantastic. I told you. Your life is going to change. Your world will never be the same again. And part of that also has to do with the fact that when you pick up a separate book for a separate modality, that itself also starts making you proficient in that modality. The art of writing down increases memory and habit learnings by 47%. You want to make sure you've got your decree journal workbook in place. Come and show it to me tomorrow.
And just basically summarizing everything that you've said, Nidhu, is that you can become the world's fastest alchemist today with
Thanks.
Nidhu B. Kapoor,
Thanks.
original author and owner of the speediest healing technology in the world, the Decree.
The decrees, the decrees. It's so nice, my lovelies. Thank you so much. And for those of y'all who had to leave, I look forward to seeing you back again on tomorrow's call. And for those of y'all who stayed, big, 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 special, 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 one more. I'm going to do, not one more, I'm going to do one more 1 second alchemy I am going to do. And I am going to do this for your throat chakra. Okay. Because I just, thank you so much. I appreciate so much y'all stayed. Okay.
And you're going to close with that, right, Nidhu?
Yes, I'll be close with that.
Okay, so before we do that, I want to say thank you to you. Thank you for today. Thank you for this call. And as always, and I will never stop tiring of saying this, there's a different level of knowledge, wisdom, and insights received when we have you in front of us. So thank you for that. And, oh, don't do that. If you do that, do that. My makeup will get spoiled, Nidhu. And I want to say thank you to everybody. You've been here the entire duration, and that says a lot, not just about you, Nidhu, but about them too.
Only about them. Says everything about them.
Yes.
Tells me
So-
everything I need to know about you, which is why, please, I will say, drink lots of water, smile, always wear clean underwear whenever possible. Be nice to your mother. Big love, big hug. Namaste from India, but stay for a minute because throat chakra balancing and healing. Done. Completed.
All right. Thank you, Nidhu. And good night, everybody. Enjoy that last dose as well. And see you tomorrow at 6:30. Good night. Bye-bye.